In Cyberpunk 2077, your choice is everything. The minute you boot up Cyberpunk, you'll have a fully customizable character creator allowing you to customize every inch of your body. And from there, your decisions shape the future of the world around you. But maybe the biggest decision is your life path. So in this video, I will be going over absolutely everything that has to do with life paths, what they are, the effects that they might have on your gameplay in Cyberpunk 2077, and which life path you should choose. Well, CD Projekt Red has given us 3 different introductions, those being the Nomad, the Street Kid, and Corpo, each one of these playing a crucial role into our protagonist V's backstory. Now, these life paths bring you a different type of gameplay from the very beginning and stay with you throughout your entire playthrough of Cyberpunk, one being completely different from the other. Now, this doesn't just affect your backstory, but will also affect your dialogue options as well as how people perceive you in Night City. So now that you know what life paths are, let's hop into your options. Starting off with Street Kid. They say if you want to understand the streets, you gotta live them. Gangs, fixers, dolls, small-time pushers. You were raised by them all. Down here, the law of the jungle dictates the weak serve the strong. The only law in Night City you have yet to break. So as a street kid, V grew up in the streets of Haywood, which is a subsection of Night City. This life path gives V a deeper understanding of gangs, fixers, dolls, and small-time pushers. V knows how rough it is growing up in the streets of Night City, making this life path a lot more street smart. Now, this will help you out a lot going into Cyberpunk 2077 because Night City is filled with gangs everywhere. You know the gangs, you know the streets, you know the illegal substances, you know what's going on in the lower life aspects of Night City. The gangs of Night City might tend to like you more than any other life path and give you different dialogue options. But Street Kid also comes with the price of not knowing the higher up corporations and having them dislike you more, so keep that in mind. Now let's move on to Corpo or Corporation. Few leave the corporate world with their lives, few are still with their souls intact. You've been there, you've bent the rules, exploited secrets, and weaponized information. There's no such thing as fair game, only winners and losers. The Corpo starts out living a comfortable life in the boardrooms of Arasaka Corporation, Megacorp specializing in banking, security, and manufacturing. From your lofty position, life is all champagne and caviar. However, behind the scenes, the company isn't running as smoothly as it may appear, and it sounds like it's your responsibility to clean up the mess. So, as a Corpo, V has climbed up the corporation ladder, a part of the Arasaka company. This life path gives V a greater understanding of higher ups, as well as how to handle business better. Starting out in the Corpo lifestyle, you will be part of the higher end of Night City with a more luxurious playthrough. Being a Corpo also means that you will do whatever is necessary to win, even if that means screwing everyone over in the end. Being a Corpo will also give you a better chance of persuading other Corpos that you may come across. Moving on to our last lifestyle, Nomad. The Nomad are from Badlands, the desert stretching around the area of Night City. V's local community contains a small cluster of buildings in this wasteland, so it is fair to say that you are used to working closely with other folks in the area. In fact, you used to be part of a clan here. Unfortunately, your family is falling apart, so you're leaving to Southern California and making your way to Night City to begin a new life there. Nomads don't feel like they fit in while in Night City. This group values freedom above all else, but growing up in a Nomad clan has its perks. Honesty, integrity, and a love of freedom. Qualities that few in Night City possess, and no amount of money can buy. This is also the only life path where you start out not in Night City, making Nomad pretty unique. Now that you know all 3 life paths, which one should you choose? This all depends on what type of knowledge and backstory you would like to have. If you like the thought of growing up in a rough lower class situation and giving you the most street smarts and relating to most of the citizens in Night City, then your best option would most likely be Street Kid. If you would rather be part of a bigger operation, having the connections with more powerful people in Night City, while also having a better understanding of these big corporations and what goes on behind the scenes, then Corpo would be best for you. If you like the feel of being on the countryside of Cyberpunk 2077, where you believe in honor and trust while having a better understanding of the Badlands, then maybe Nomad is for you. I am personally on the fence between Nomad and Street Kid. They both have their pros and cons, but I like the idea of starting out in the Badlands and then entering this amazing city and seeing it for the first time that way. It's like if you've ever played Fallout 3, that first time the door slides open to the vault, and it's amazing looking, and it wouldn't be that striking if you had started there. Kinda like the Nomad role. But I also love the idea of being connected to the gangs and the inner workings of the darker side of Night City. Getting to know the gangs and maybe having them help you during certain missions would be very cool as a street kid. But since we won't be able to play for another week and a half, we aren't fully sure what possibilities these life paths have to offer. Let me know what life path you will be choosing your first playthrough in Cyberpunk 2077. If this video did help you out, make sure to hit that like button as well as hitting the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of these future Cyberpunk videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Later.